Jose.
I want to make it very clear that the information provided in this video came from publicly available sources for Jessica Moloney's business, known as Jess Moloney Management in the UK. I don't know how much of this I can show on YouTube, even if the documents are public and free for anyone to access, but I will provide a link below to my sources so anyone can go read these documents for themselves. The following is an analysis based on financial reports written up by Jessica Moloney spanning from 2023 to 2024, what they mean, and what they could potentially mean for the future of her business. According to the company's financial statements, filed with Companies House, Jess Moloney M.G.M.T. Limited experienced financial changes over recent years. In 2023, the company's financial position shifted significantly. Liabilities increased to £208,833, while cash remained high at £178,782 and total assets were £184,579. However, this resulted in a negative net worth of 24/54, with a current ratio of 0.88, pointing to financial strain. In 2024, the situation worsened, with cash dropping to £800, total assets falling to £8,933, and liabilities at £44,278. The net worth declined to 35/345, and the current ratio fell to 0.2, reflecting significant liquidity challenges. These figures, drawn from public records, show that the company's financial difficulties began in early 2023, with a sharp rise in liabilities leading to a negative net worth. By 2024, the company faced further challenges, with minimal cash reserves and reduced assets. Here I will simplify things a bit further, since that may have been a bit hard to understand all at once. Stuff owned means things like cash or other valuables the company has. Stuff owed means bills or loans to pay back. Bottom line is what's left after subtracting owed from owned. If it's a minus, the company owes more than it has right now. All money in these reports are in British pounds, and I'll add the USD amount after that. October 2023 report. Stuff owned, also known as assets. The company had £8,933, about $12,113, worth of things. This includes cash in the bank, £800, about $1,090. That's the actual money ready to spend, like coins in a jar. Stuff owed, also known as liabilities. The company had to pay back £44,278, about $6,000 for dollars. Bottom line, the net worth, after subtracting, it's negative £35,345, about negative $47,928. A negative means the owes are bigger than the haves. It's like if your wallet has $12 but you owe friends $60. You're short $48. Businesses can keep going like this if they make money from jobs to cover bills. October 2020 for report. The numbers look pretty much the same as 2023 based on what we see publicly. Stuff owned, also known as assets, around £8,933, about $12,113. Cash in the bank, £800, about $1,090. Stuff owed, also known as liabilities, around £44,278, about $60,041. Bottom line, also known as net worth, still about negative £35,345, about negative $47,928. No big changes shown, so the situation stayed steady, still owing more than having. So what are the chances of her saving the business compared to losing it? Keep in mind, this is obvious speculation on my part based on the information we already have. An educated guess, but no way a statement of fact. From what has been personally observed, based on Jess's public social media account, namely her Instagram account, things don't appear to be going very well for her. Starting with the fact that her account, for years, was registered as a business account but within the past few months changed to a personal account. Another interesting possible red flag is that in April of 2024, Rinelle Medrano registered the trademark for Ice Studios as a brand, under her name and only her name. One would think if Jessica Moloney were such a significant partner in the co-founding of this brand as she claims, she would have been named on the trademark as well. Interestingly enough, people noticed that around the time this trademark was registered, Jess's Instagram account went private for a few months, no public explanation given, and Ronell deleted a bunch of posts tagging and attributing Jess with her involvement in ICE Studios. This could, in my opinion, be a sign that her business connections with ICE Studios are strained, to say the least. Of course, one would ask, what does this have to do with her own company, Jess Moloney Management? Seeing as how her website boasts Ronell as a client, if her relationship with Ronell is strained, that could potentially signal Ronell moving away from being Jess's client and doing her own thing. Even when confronted directly on this, Ronell would not answer if Jess was her manager, and claimed Jess had nothing to do with the ICE Studios brand. If there's trouble with one client, could there be trouble with more? It's questionable if she even still manages Quill Lemons as well. Though she does promote his work on her account, he rarely likes or comments on her reposts, and on his own website you can see he seems to be freelance without a named manager. The same goes for Ronell's website, where she doesn't list Jess as her manager either, even though previously her contact information was an email addressed to jess@ronellmedrano.com. I'm not saying this is proof that she has lost clients, or will lose clients. I am saying these are all red flags in my opinion that her business is struggling more than it is surviving. It also seems something big must have happened in 2023 for her liabilities to jump as insanely high as they did. Though I have my own theories on what may have possibly happened, that's best saved for another video. The final, most interesting red flag is the fact that in October of 2024, she was late filing her financial report. She had never been late filing this report before, as you can see in her filing history if you go check it. That could potentially indicate problems as well, or nothing at all. Right now her business is insolvent, which can be seen by the fact that she went even deeper into debt from 2023 to 2024, meaning she was not only unable to pay off what she owed, she ended up owing even more. Without having the statements from 2025, there is no way to know if she turned things around. But given the 2-year history of debt, in my opinion, with how things seem to be going with her two best-known alleged clients, it would be a miracle if she suddenly came up with the money to get her out of the red. I'm not saying it won't happen, or it can't happen. Maybe she signed a bunch of new high-profile clients. Maybe she has a wealthy benefactor. Maybe she begged her father for money. Maybe she won the lottery. All of this is just speculation on my part, but I guess we'll find out what will happen when she files her next report come this October.